Good Friday morning, everyone. I'm Heather Brown in for Jason this morning. This is CBSN Minnesota's Daybreaker. It's formerly known as the 734. So go get that coffee, go grab that tea, maybe a Diet Coke. Let's get you up to speed on the news and the weather. First, look at that. Who is ready for this one? Yep. This is Bemidji. Some parts of Minnesota already seeing their first snowfall. Chris Schaefer got this video from a friend yesterday. Snowflakes already falling there. Katie Steiner had heard from some of our weather watchers this morning that snow had been flying up there, and they should expect, a couple inches over this weekend. We down here in the metro, you might see some flakes, but Katie says they will not be hitting the ground today, though. It's going to be a cold one, not quite as windy as yesterday, but it'll still be in the 40s. You will have some of that wind chill. Oof. Winter is coming, friends. Let's get talking about this, though. What is the season that makes you the happiest? Maybe you are a winter lover. New poll says that 56% of Americans, though, they say they're happiest in the fall. Some of the reasons they give: watching the leaves change, drinking that hot chocolate, and they say that the perfect autumn temperature, a crisp and cool 53 degrees. It's going to be about 10 degrees cooler today. But just look at those leaves, though. How could you not love fall? We want to know what you think. What season makes you the happiest? Maybe you're a summer person. Maybe you just take in the winter. Let us know. People who are watching on Facebook Live right now, leave a comment here, and we'll read through a couple of those comments in just a few moments. In the news this morning, COVID-19 cases in Wisconsin are exploding. State health officials are now calling it a crisis. The state reported more than 3,700 confirmed cases yesterday, and more than 1,000 people are in the hospital. Both of those are all-time highs. State leaders are urging families to wear masks and to social distance when they are outside of their homes. President Trump has a rally planned in Janesville for tomorrow, but some officials are asking him to reconsider. Minnesota's largest school district might be sending home some of its students. With COVID cases rising, the Anoka-Hennepin district is considering transitioning its middle and high school students from the hybrid model to full-time distance learning. District likely won't make a decision until next week. There is no plan at this point to change the learning model for those elementary school students. Yet another Twin Cities tradition is biting the dust this year. Holidazzle going virtual, of course, because of COVID-19. We know that winter festival celebration usually held at Loring Park in Minneapolis, but the 2020 version, they say, will be online. Still not sure exactly what that might look like, but organizers say they will release a schedule of events within the next few weeks. A new Department of Defense study suggests that it's safe for people to fly if the passengers wear masks. Working with United Airlines, researchers used an onboard mannequin to simulate breathing and coughing. So they found that the masked mannequin sent just 0.003%, tiny amount of particles, into another passenger's breathing space. Lots of caveats, though, with this study, because first it assumed that all passengers were masked at all times and that they were facing forward. And as we know, on actual flights, as any parent knows, passengers often move around the aisles, go to the bathroom, and all the other places that they could come into contact with the virus. We are now 18 days away from the presidential election. Early voters in Ramsey County will be able to drop off their ballots at Allianz Field. Minnesota United is making their stadium available. This starts on Thursday, October 29th. Ballots will be accepted at the Brew Hall. There's also going to be a curbside option on Shields Avenue. Starting on Monday in Minneapolis, they are expanding to have 11 drop-off locations. The movie based on the life of Zach Sobiech debuts today on Disney+. It's called Clouds, of course. That's the name that Zach's song had that inspired people around the world. That movie shares his journey with terminal cancer. Here you go. Here's a little bright side this morning. A 12-year-old in Iowa is stepping up to the plate to help his community recover from a powerful August storm. Tommy Romberg created the Great Derecho baseball bat. He and his family say that they're giving $20 for each bat that they sell to the Greater Cedar Rapids Foundation recovery efforts. So first they sold 100. They were going to write a check for $2,000. But then those orders kept coming in, and they haven't written the check yet because they expect it to be much larger now Oh, sure looks like this mission is a home run. Tommy, way to go. Congratulations. Now, you might remember this from yesterday. First, we told you about the new Hormel Foods bacon mask. Yep, the cloth smells like bacon, which I don't know. Most of us, as I found yesterday, weren't huge fans. But here was the bigger question. Who was actually getting this mask? Of course you know who got this mask. Check him out.
All right. I've got the breathable bacon mask on, and let me tell you, it's bacony. No.
He later went on to write on Twitter that if you're looking for a mask that you can wear for about 3 seconds, this is your mask. But you know what? Go out and buy it, because all the money that they sell, a lot of the money that they sell beyond these masks, does go to charity. All right, let's get us back to today's talker. We're talking about your favorite seasons. Who loves fall? Boots, sweaters, hot chocolate, the colors. Let's bring in WCCO's digital guy, Eric, here. What are people saying?
A lot of people say fall.
Really?
Yeah. Do you
they?
agree?
I'm a summer person, summer through and through. But I do love these colors. I mean, I will just stop and stare up at those trees. They are just so, so, so beautiful.
Sandy, Elise say fall. Kathy says fall is the best season in Minnesota. I say fall.
You know, in Minnesota, for sure. I mean, it's such a beautiful time. Now, snow in the fall in Minnesota, that's where you kind of get a little iffy. Do we have any winters or summers in there? Any winters? That's my question.
No winters.
No
I
winters.
would say
No.
literally nobody says winter. People say, so Becca says fall, summer's too hot, winter is too cold and snowy, spring is too muddy, which leaves fall with the perfect weather.
I love it, Becca. It's a perfect Minnesotan. I love it.
Selena says spring because everything is turning green after winter.
Yeah, and that really kind of gets you out of that, well, for some people, the funk. Some people love it, though. Oh, cool.
I take it back. Sarah said winter.
Ooh, Sarah, tell
With a
us
snowflake
more.
emoji.
Okay, great. Thanks, everybody, for sharing. We really appreciate it. That's your Daybreaker from CBSN Minnesota. We are your only local streaming news source. You can find us on any of your devices. Just download the CBS News app. Go to WCCO.com. Have a great weekend, everyone. We'll see you on Monday.